So, in your first position, you have the King of Swords. This is you. So it looks like you were wheeling, dealing, making decisions. I feel like you guys have done a lot of work in the 6th house. So you were making choices. You were doing things. You're thinking outside the box. You're like in a happier mood. I love Taurians when they're in this mood. My mother was a Taurian. My mother was a Taurus. So I get along with Taurians very well. But you were thinking outside the box. You were getting things done. You were understanding the things that you have. It's because you wanted to have them. Some of you came from a lot, because the King of Swords comes from a lot, like a lot of losses, right? They have a lot, or they contain a lot, but they do have losses that they've been through. That's some of you. Others of you, this is a situation that you guys are dealing with in the love area. So it could be a person. I don't necessarily see this as no, it's an air sign. Gemini and Libra is what I'm feeling. Yeah, I feel Gemini and Libra. Okay, so I'm sure there's Aquarians in there, but it's more Gemini, Libra. So this is a person you were dealing with, and understanding what it was that you really wanted, why they were in your life, and why you were in their life, and what you were going to do from that forward. So I feel like this is in your now. So if it's in your now, you're either about to deal with this, or you've been dealing with this, right? And so this is all preparing you again for your 7th house. What are you willing to compromise? What are you not, right? In the love area. So it could be, I don't feel like this is someone new. I don't feel like this is someone new. I feel like this might be someone new, but I don't feel like this is someone new. So what's crossing you is Spirit's advice in this situation. And they're saying, be the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is a fire sign, and I'm feeling like a lot of Leo and a lot of Sag. Like I'm feeling Aries too. How do I say this? For some of you, they're saying, be that spark. Take that action. Fire signs are action oriented. They take action. But guess what? They never fail at anything they want to do. They just have to want to do it. And then they don't fail at it. They just won't take no for an answer. They'll just keep it going. They'll keep moving. So for some of you, they're saying, be that. Get that passion back. Be in that passion and make the choices. Take the action, because you're not going to fail when you take the action. It's not going to fail. So for others of you, I feel like this advice is this person coming into your life. If this is you and you're open and ready for that relationship, you have someone coming in. And this is a fire sign, because the king to me means it's the king or queen, but it's not gender specific. To me, that means that they're those specific signs. So they've got a lot of Sag, a lot of Leo, or a lot of Aries. I feel a lot of Aries if it's a partner. I feel a lot of Aries. Now, this could be in your business, and trust me, you want this person in your business, because this person can make things happen. Or it's in your love life. And some of you, it could be your love life goes into your business moves into the love life. So it could be somebody that comes in, you're doing, projects with them, and then you fall in love. Like, I kind of feel like that too, okay? So their advice is, be passionate in what you do. Take the bull by the horns and do it. Like, just keep doing, take some action. Don't get stuck in not taking the action. Have the passion behind it in your heart, and you're not going to fail. For others of you, this is a beautiful person coming in. This person is very charismatic. Like, they can own the room. They really can. They smile beautifully, but they have this kindness about them. Like, as much as they're a big light in a room, they can just talk to you, and then you'll forget that everybody else is around. Yeah, that's what I feel like with this person. Now, Wow, congratulations, some of you. In your third position, this is your recent past. So some of you came to that position where you were enjoying life, enjoying the project that you'd gone through. Some of you may have gotten other people's money. Some of you may have received, like, I don't know, inheritances or bonuses or something. Whatever this is, you had been working on it. Some of you had been working on this and it came through. For others of you, this came through, but you didn't realize that you've worked on it before. So this to me is either the relationship that you have with a partner already, because if it's a long-term relationship, it looks like you were enjoying yourself. You were really understanding that you've been together a while and how many coins or how many situations in life that you put into the bank together, and you were really sort of enjoying that. And then you were also trying to look at, where are we going next? What are we going to do next, right? And for others of you, it is the money. It is like the resources that came in. So with that brought you here to making the choices, to understanding it was always yours, to doing the things and thinking about the things necessary to move forward. And then, well, they're saying with this, take the action. But for others of you, this is a person coming in. So it looks like some of you have been thinking about, what to do next with your lifetime partner, right? Because I see that in the fourth position, you have the star, which to me is reconciliation. So in the first 2 weeks, it looks like there's some reconciliation, even if you're still in the same home, or even if you're still like dating, or like, I feel like some of you are in the same home, but you weren't you're just there and you're trying to figure out what you're going to do next, right? So I feel like in this first 2 weeks, it looks like you two get bonded, get back to that space where you two once were. Maybe not the exact space, because we don't go back to that, but that closeness that you have together. I feel like in the first 2 weeks, you'll be dealing with that. You'll be having that sort of time. For others of you, if it's a business partner, he or she may come back with an offer, because I feel like whatever this is that you've been working on in business, it looks like you two come together to an understanding and get really close, right? Now, for others of you, I feel like this is your mood. Your mood is much better. Your mood is understanding where you are in life, and that it's not so bad, and that, you know what, I can do what it is that I want. I am brave. I am resourceful. I can. That's what I'm feeling. I can. Okay? So congratulations. Now, in your fifth position from your higher self, I always ask your higher selves, what is the one message they want to bring through to help you move forward in love? And you have the Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords tells me, coming soon, some of the advice is coming soon is there's a situation that you're just going to have to let lie, because you've done all that you can in the situation, and it's just not going to go the way that you want it to go. Because honestly, from your higher self, you probably don't want it that way, because you can't see all of what would unfold. That's for some of you. For others of you, because I know you Taurians can like get really stubborn, right? And you're like, no, it's going to do this. I got to have it do that. It's got to be that way. And then you don't listen to anybody else. But really, it's your higher self saying there's an easier way. And if you do it this way, something may unfold that you didn't want. So you really don't want it that way. Okay. Now, for others of you, I feel like there is a situation that you know about that you're trying to make happen, and it looks like in order for it to happen, you have to relax and let it lie. You just got to take a break from it. You gotta. Okay, because when you focus your attention on something else with the laws of the universe, that energy will open up and that thing will flow in. Right. So that's your higher self's advice. Now, my Taurians, in your sixth position at the end of the month, second half, you have the Tower. So you have some big changes coming, big changes. And I think this has to do with moving from your sixth to your seventh house, right? Or even moving one sign to the next, whatever. If you're the fifth house going to the sixth, or because it kind of depends on your chart. But whatever this is, your life is changing, and things are going to happen either abruptly because you're refusing to do it another way, or you see this coming and it's got to change. So some of you, that means, I don't want to scare anybody, because I see some of you where you've been alone a long time because you've been really like living life and trying to figure things out, and like I'm not sure if I want a partner, but I don't know, right? I feel like your life changes because a partner comes in. But for others of you who haven't let go of something or someone, some situation, that's going to be let go of in this, and you'll be dealing with that at the second half. Okay, so remember, with this card, the foundation can be as high as this. If you've built a solid foundation, it's only going to crumble to where it's not solidly built, right? Now, if you didn't build a solid foundation, then yes, it's going to fall from there. But sometimes it can just fall from here. And so something happens and you got to change, and then you readjust, and then you move forward. That's what I'm feeling for some of you. I feel like it's not that big a deal for some of you, but some of you I feel like it is, because you're so focused and being so stubborn that you're like, no, it's got to do this, and it's not. It's going to do something else, okay? So, in your 7th position, this is your fear. Your fear is, I've worked on so many things for so long. I've done the work that I needed to do. When is this thing, or this person, or this situation, or this lifestyle going to birth? When is it going to come through? How much more work do I have to do? That's for some of you. Like, I put out one fire and get that stable, and then this one becomes unstable. And then I make that stable, and this one becomes unstable. And then I make that stable, and this becomes unstable. So this is the thing, my Taurians. This is just a fear. A fear is there to remind you of what you want and what you don't want. So if you know that you don't want to have to work so hard for something to come through, then do it the easier way. Or if you know that you don't want to have your life where one thing's stable and the other thing becomes unstable, then make them both stable. You can do that. You absolutely can do that. Focus on that. Remember, focus on what you want. You already know what you don't want, so focus on what you want, and then allow that to happen. Okay? Some of you, it's that love partner. Is that partner ever coming in? I've worked so long on myself. Is that partner ever coming in? Yes, they are. Whenever you allow them. Right? In your 8th position, this is the way a loved one will be viewing you or dealing with you. I feel like they see the beauty in you. I feel like they see how driven and how beautiful and how charismatic and how kind you are. And how, like, I feel like they see the good things in you and not just the stubbornness and the, isolation sometimes and the whatever that is. It's different things for different people. But I feel like they see the beauty of you. And I feel like whoever this new person is coming in, whether it's business or family or your lover or a partner, a romantic partner, whoever this is, I feel like they see the beauty in you. They see what you've worked so hard to become. That's what they see. And they'll be handling you and dealing with you in this manner, okay? Well, I mean, they're not going to be handling you, but you know what I mean. They're going to be dealing with you in this manner. Now, in your 9th position, this is your hopes and dreams, but to me, this is the outer realm of the energy you're bringing in. So you have the 6 of Wands. So you have accolades coming. You have people noticing you. All that hard work that you're afraid that's not going to come through is actually going to come through, okay? Now, when is it going to come through? It's in the outer realm, so it kind of depends on your choices. When are you going to allow it to come through? When are some of you going to stop being so stubborn? And when are some of you going to really love yourself as well as love your partner, right? When you can love yourself and your partner, that's what you're really wanting, because nobody's going to fill that hole for you. You have to fill that hole, right? And when you do that, you have that vibration of, I'm a whole person. And then whoever comes in is the whole person. That makes sense? But if you have a hole, H-O-L-E, and the other person has a hole, Hole. When you meet each other, because you're vibrating at the same frequency, you're filling that person's hole and that person's filling your hole. And then when you're both together filling the holes, with the holes filled in, all of a sudden you can start focusing on other things. And that's what happens when you're like, well, I'm not happy. Or that person says, I'm not really happy. This is not really what I want. It's because you just have that hole filled. Now you're the whole person. So it's better when you are completely WHOLE, and you're a whole person, and then you vibrate at that so that that whole person comes in because you already know what you want. Does that make sense? This is more manifesting stuff, but let me explain this to you. So you have this coming in. Kind of depends on what you're doing, what choices you're making, how you're doing things, as to how fast that can come in. Okay? Now, in your 10th position, this is the overall outcome of what you'll be working through in the month of October. You have the 7 of Coins. That's a beautiful card. So somewhere in this month, you're going to be working through an understanding. I have done the hard work. I am still moving forward. I continue to nourish my tree, but now I can pick from the fruit. I can pick the pentacles. I can pick the resources. I can pick that. They're kind of falling to me. I understand that. So I feel like somewhere in here, with all the anxiety and all the doubt and all the stuff that you guys are going through, I feel like by the end of the month, some of you before, some of you at the end, you'll understand I am in a better place. And I am able to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And I am able to enjoy the relationships that I have and the family that I have and the things that I have. Right? So that's what I feel like you'll be working through. Some of you it comes in the beginning, some of it comes and then you're like, you feel it and then you don't and then you feel it. Okay? So it kind of just depends on, everybody's different and this is a big group.